Wiggy time on the fly. What up, everybody? I'm your host, Sean Wiggins, and we are once again visiting ABC Pro Wrestling. A lot of ABC Pro. I'm promoting them more than anyone else has. That's me in the ring. More shot at camera work. Here's another Mercedes Martinez match, and I swear I'm not doing this on purpose, but this is really cool. You guys are getting to see some early Mercedes Martinez. She is where she belongs in the WWE. She's cutting a promo here. I'm not going to show it to you because the audio just wasn't working properly. You could barely hear. But let me point this out. Jimmy Hustler, God rest his soul, you're up burning in wrestling. Up there in wrestling heaven right now. Smart enough to put that ABC Pro Wrestling banner smack right over Gino Caruso's telephone number. And you're really blocking the kids out there from getting Gino's number so he could learn all those hip tosses and arm drags. And in one of my last videos, I was dumping all over Gino. And it's Cindy Rogers, who will be Mercedes' opponent. I was dumping all over Gino, but I really wish more people would take Gino's classes and learn proper arm drags and hip tosses so you can sprinkle them in between your brainbusters, dives, topes, block, reverse, when you do all of your air karate. Sa, ba, 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 da, da, boom, boom, bing, ba. In the back when you're doing going over all your spots that you called that none of the fans are in on. So maybe mix in a couple wrestling maneuvers here and there. Cindy Rogers obviously listening to Mercedes in the back on the monitor and answering the challenge. Look at that derriere on Cindy Rogers. Boy, underrated. Cindy, I'll give you this. I'll give her this. She was trained, I think she trained at the Monster Factory. She was actually good. And not a lot of girls are good in the sense of at least she knew what she was doing. She could take a bump here and there. You could talk about her as a worker all you want. She was very Bret Hart. Very, very big. What is Cindy doing? Don't be checking my trunks, because right there I'm saying don't even try to check my ass. My ass is nicer than yours. No, I'm not saying that. Well, she tried to give me a nut. You saw that. She was going after the goods. But Cindy, I remember in our talks, she mentioned how big of a Bret Hart fan she was, and that's why she'd come out in that jacket. Very Bret Hart-esque. Horrible camera work by the hard cam, whoever is running it. I was actually doing commentary on some of these matches on this DVD, and I think I was helping Jimmy with the hard camera. So that's where you could see there. It zoomed right in on that ABC Pro Wrestling banner. Good Lord, ABC Pro. Too bad they didn't have TV, huh? Or else everyone would have got to see how average we were. Mercedes now takes down Cindy Rogers. Trying to do some old school stuff. There was a ruckus crowd there in Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey. It's a suburb of Parsippany. No one knows where it is. Get off of that shot. And I don't know who the cameraman is here, but good Lord, I dare... they keep going back to that shot. If Mercedes or Cindy's out there watching it, wondering why I'm showing these, I don't know. I love watching my old stuff, good or bad. And one thing I'll give Mercedes, another thing I'll give Mercedes. I hate saying that, but I'm just going to cut myself off from doing that. One thing I'll give, one thing I'll give, one thing I'll give. I'm sounding repetitious. But Mercedes always, there's no duds. There's early matches that are, go back and watch an early Bret Hart match from Calgary. It's not going to get the crispness of one of his matches against Kurt Hennig in later WWF, or crispness against Bulldog or Michaels. But they're still good. There's a lot of guys I know that would not show their early stuff. A lot. Including me. And if I ever get my hands on my VCR and show you my video cassette matches, you're going to see some goofball Ref Hansen stuff. I don't like that count. I went for a Northern Lights pin, I think, there. See, Cindy was good. She was just bland. She didn't have the looks, didn't have the pectoral regional muscles that a girl needs. Not a lot of color. This is as much color as you're going to get. Please, cameraman, stop showing that shot. Director in the truck, I dare you to stop showing that shot. Just kidding. ABC Pro didn't have any directors. They barely had a booker. Nice Mexican arm drag, if you could have seen it. Nice drop kick, if you could have seen it. There we go. Stay on the handheld here. And I think that's Doug Gentry doing the handheld. Actually, that can't be Doug, the late Doug Gentry, because it wouldn't be this shaky. Going to I actually love that move. Old school heel maneuver. I don't even know if they still do it today. Hey! There's Mr. Robert Pays. He has more pictures of women's wrestling than insert good analogy. Cindy Rogers running around ringside. I don't know what she's doing here, trying to buy time, trying to psych Mercedes out, but that's not going to work. Ooh, missile drop kick right to the back. Almost took down the ECPW1.com banner. I don't know why I'm plugging them. But I don't know if declarationofindependence.net is still, or DOIwrestling.com still has DVDs for sale. If not, rfvideo.com certainly does. Check them out. You want to see some old school indie stuff? I mean, everyone you want to see. Mercedes, a ton of Mercedes. AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, all those guys. Rob Feinstein, you owe me $10 for promoting your crummy website. No, he actually does have a lot of awesome stuff. He has a lot of ECW fan cam stuff. Hell of a lot of good things out there. There's a lot of good wrestling out there. You just got to find it. Mercedes now loading up with the forearms and the ropes. See how not a lot of wasted movement by Mercedes, even in this time. You know, she was good right away. Trained by Jason Knight. I don't know fully by Jason Knight. I don't know. Jason Knight had a lot to do with her starting. That's where I first refereed for. There was that the Creeper in the background. Google the Creeper. Indie Wrestling the Creeper. The greatest wrestler you'll ever want to see. Costco's finest. Cindy going for a submission hold. See, Cindy needed more than just a manager. She needed some, like, dressing. Because she had the stuff in the ring, between the ropes. She could get away with a lot of that stuff. But a lot of indie groups did not know how to use her. Use her as a girl to put other girls over. Cindy she wasn't no mark. She wasn't a goof. She'd lay down and get pinned. She'd take the loss. And she could make girls look good. She was actually very, very good. She had some training under Jim Molyneux as well. Jim Molyneux, a favorite amongst a lot of the ECW wrestlers. Tongue in cheek. But this is just a very, very, very bland building. You know, Gino ran a lot of his TV out here on the local access channels. ECPW did in the 2000, from the late 90s, early 2000s. It's pretty much wrapping up at around this time. Lake Hiawatha, New Jersey. Come for the wrestling, stay for the singers. If you like small personal pan pizzas, Singas. Ciangas. Try the buffalo chicken. Tell them Wiggy sent you. They have no clue who I am. You won't get any discount. Cindy's got Mercedes locked up in the ropes. Trying to get Mercedes to tap out, but that's not going to happen. Mercedes, don't lay down anywhere. Not for you. Mercedes now being worked over in the corner. See, like, that's a small little maneuver right there. Mercedes kind of set herself up in the corner. A lot of the greats can do stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm not explaining it very well, but it's not the easiest thing to do, and not everybody can do little things like that. I know that the building doesn't look great here on this DVD because this is a kind of a poorly edited DVD, but this could have been a great building if it was just dressed up just a little bit. You know, if it was just slightly, tinkered with. They could have got a lot. It could have looked like the old WCW TV tapings from WCW Saturday Night. They could have made it look something like that. A lot of late arriving attendance here as well. This was, I think, a Saturday or a Sunday during the day in the summer, July of 2006. So during the summer months, middle of the day on a weekend, this is kind of near Lake Hopatcong, New Jersey, where a lot of people are going out. You're not going to get a lot of fans showing up. Just people that either know the wrestlers or people that are just, super fans. The only people that are going to show up. Look at Mercedes selling the leg. Brilliant. Two really good women wrestlers in here doing their thing. Mercedes going for a cover. You're not going to get Cindy that easily. Gino, brilliant man. He would rent out his building. ECPW everywhere, in every shot. You see it. American flag, you'll see an ECPW sign. I forget how much he got for renting the building out with $500 a show. don't know how much he did, but yeah, go ahead. You could work in my building for 3 hours. Give me $500. Probably more than that. Mercedes going for a submission hold, but the referee, well positioned, is the whole ref and show. Sean Hansen, well positioned. I don't know how much longer this match is, but I think I'm low on time here. Oh, those right hands right to the face. You can't do that, Cindy. That's against the rules. Open those fists. Referee, get in on her. Good Lord, I dare a cameraman to just have a steady hand. I know Robert Pays right now don't have no steady hand. Robert Pays, if you're watching this, hope you're doing good, kid. Miss you. I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm calling you kid. He's probably 30 years older than me. 40 years. I think he was 60 back then. Cindy going to the downstairs region. Her one of her monikers was the definition of technician, the technician of definition, the definition of submission, the submission of the technician, something like that. And just, in girls wrestling, that's, it is what it is, heelish, but it's not gonna get some asses in the seats. But I think Cindy just really wanted to be a wrestler. She wanted to do her thing, and she did for about 10 years. She got hurt. I think probably was her back. I know she left wrestling 2011, I think. Wish she stuck around longer. She was one of the people you like to see in the locker room. Never any BS with her. Mercedes doing the tie-up move, I call it. Slap right on the ass. The cameraman should have been in on that. Cindy is hogtied in the middle of the ring. That is becoming a smut video now. And this was a cool little spot. I would always say, should I try to help her out of it? I think there's a picture of me helping Cindy. I think I have this picture somewhere of me helping Cindy get out of that. It's an awesome picture. It's above my bed. I mean, it's in one of my photo albums. Mercedes now laying the chops in. Good Lord, whoever edited this DVD, why did you keep going back to that shot? Big boot to the mush. Pine Buster. That's it. No, 2. Wow, I thought that was it. Cindy had enough intestinal fortitude to kick out of that. I'm trying to get this screen as straight as possible. Mercedes laying him in now. Pow. Buzzing. Another right hand to Cindy. But Cindy, no, too slick. Ooh, Russian leg sweep. See, very Bret Hart-esque. Cindy, wherever you are now, hope you're well. She was working at a bank the last time I talked to her, but that was like 10 years ago. She could be like, running YouTube right now. Looking at this, saying, I'm taking this down. I don't want this goof, Ref Hansen, putting videos up of me this early. Cindy working over Mercedes. Mercedes finding the energy deep inside to fight out of that submission hold right there. The fans they are literally hanging from the rafters. They're all dressed in black, so you can't see them. Mercedes, cop killer? No way. Did she hit this? Oh, good. I was about to text homicide as soon as I was done. Uh-oh, Mercedes now. Oh, this is it. This is it. Oh, in the corner. Pulls her out to the middle. Smart. Leg is hooked. That's it. Not really a good shot of the pin because you can't see it. It's too close. And Cindy Rogers pinned by Mercedes Martinez. 1, 2, 3 yet again. I think right there I'm saying Mercedes. You are, because it was about 170 degrees, I think, in that building. Gino did not pay for the AC when we were in there. Mercedes Martinez is your winner. She might actually hurt her leg here. I don't remember. July 30th, 2006. We took you back in time. Is Mercedes going to help? No, Mercedes going to say, my house, my ring. Well, thank you for joining us once again on Wiki Time on the Fly. I was your host, Sean Wiggins. I was excellent. Actually, I was subpar. I don't know. I think I'm rubbing the sweat off of Cindy's face. That's a Me Too move now. I should not have been doing that. I might have said, hey, nice work. Another thing, Cindy always worked hard. So did Mercedes, no matter how many people were there. Well, for Sean Wiggins, I'm Sean Wiggins, saying join us next time. Sign it off. And as always, keep in touch with yourselves. Go to bed. Arrivederci and ciao.